going on, guys? Shane here with another trainer's tip. So in this video, we're going to talk about one of the most overlooked aspects in fighting, footwork. Guys, you got to understand, if you have good footwork, you're going to land more punches, and you're not going to get hit as often. If your opponent can't catch you, they can't hurt you. Alright, so here's a couple of tips on improving your footwork. So the first one we're going to look at is a jab cross. So we can take a look at this. Boom, boom. Looked good, right? Form looked good. That would work good against a heavy bag, guys, someone who's not moving, but our opponent is going to be moving all around. Now, remember, you don't want to ever just walk into your opponent's range. Obviously, you're going to get punched. Instead, you want to punch into your opponent's range, right? So let's take a look at a beginner mistake that a lot of people will do when they step in with a jab cross. All right, use that cone as a reference point here. Step in, jab, cross. Oh, the lean, that is no good, right? See the distancing between his feet? That is way too long. Looks like 3, almost 4 feet there. This is going to force my upper body, my hips, my shoulders to lean forward, right? It's going to take away power. It's going to take away range. Now, let's take a look at it again. I'm going to leave that line there. That's how long it was before. Now, instead, this is what I want. Watch my lead foot and my rear foot. Step, step. Okay, that right foot stepped as well. Okay, it didn't drag far behind. Now, let's look at the distance now. Much shorter. I mean, it's not too narrow, guys. You don't want to be too narrow because then you'll get knocked off balance. It's about 1.5 feet right there. All right, the same as when I'm in a normal fight stance. All right, so let's move forward now. Let's clear this. All right, and again, jab cross, stepping in. Good. Next is going to be the pivot, guys. You know the pivot. So you can pivot to the left 90 degrees on that lead foot. You can come back, and you can pivot to the right. Boom. Looks good. Now, what we're going to look at next is I'm going to draw this rear leg back. Focus on this rear foot here. It's going to draw back first. Okay, a lot of people concentrate on the lead foot, but they let the rear foot drag. If we can lead with the rear foot, that's going to open up a lot of opportunity. Okay, watch as it draws back. My hips kind of drop and spin, and then I can throw a lead hook. So this is a great move to do on the back pedal if someone's chasing after you. So let's watch this in slow motion. Already, the foot's going to drop back first. Watch. Comes back, then I turn the rest of my body. See, it's very deceptive. Your opponent's not going to see your rear foot move. So if it's already back there, it's already in position. It's just going to pull the rest of your body that way. Okay, so that's a good trick to try there. Let me clear this and let's move forward a little bit. So now we're going to talk about advancing to the right side. Watch this angle now. So again, use that cone as a reference point. I step and pivot, okay? So instead of staying in the same spot and just pivoting 90 degrees where that would just turn my body and leave me open, now I'm to the left of my opponent. I stepped in. So I'm going to rewind that real quick. Okay, watch. Now I lead with my left foot, my lead foot. I step, boom. Okay, turn over. Right there, I'd be doing a shoulder block, right? A shoulder roll in case my opponent was throwing a right hand. And then I do the pivot on that lead foot. So watch, boom. 90 degrees, all right? Now I can be attacking. Now I can be throwing punches this way. All right, so let's continue to move forward. Doing good, guys. Stay with them. All right, again, it's just another pivot. I just took another step, coming back the other way, and again, step and pivot. All right, cool. There's that drawback again on the foot, just demonstrating that again. All right, next up is going to be a great way of advancing with a jab. Again, focus on this rear foot. Watch this rear foot. This is something that not a lot of people, even try. Some people will say you're not supposed to cross your legs, and that's true. If you cross your legs, you're going to get knocked off balance. But if you do it correctly, if you're twisting your hips, if you're moving at an angle, all right, you'll be safe. So watch as I throw a jab, but I'm moving forward towards my opponent with this rear leg. Boom. See that? And you see how much of an angle I created and distance I covered? All right, let's rewind that again real quick. So I'm in my stance. Step, okay, I stepped, a foot with that rear foot, and then the other leg came, and I created this beautiful angle to my left here. Okay, starting here, moving to about here. That's a 45-degree step, but I'm also turning a good 90 degrees on top of that. All right, you guys see that? So before I showed you that pivot to get to face this way, and this is a great way of setting up the jab so that you can face this way, hit on this side. So if you can move back and forth like that, it'd be wonderful, guys. It's a great way of, utilizing footwork, utilizing angles there. All right. So, guys, that pretty much wraps it up. I mean, it's just right there. I showed a full 180 that you can do with a double jab. All right, so you're moving 90 degrees every time you do it. There's another 180 degrees, right? If you take a deep enough step, all right, you keep pumping that jab. You keep drawing with that rear leg. So utilize both feet, guys. All right, don't neglect one. Don't let any of them drag. Always be picking up those feet. Never slide them across the ground because that's going to cause friction. That's going to waste time and energy. Pick them up just off the ground. Weight's always in the balls of your feet. Knees are always slightly bent. All right, guys, until next time, make sure you subscribe so you can get more videos like this, the trainer's tip if you enjoyed these, and send us a message on Twitter, comment on this video below, some other topics that you'd like to see us cover in depth in a Sunday trainer's tip video. Until next time, Shane Faison, Self-Defense for the Underdogs.